Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be playing a Korean MMORPG called Bless Online that's recently gone into its open beta. This game was a bit of a ball ache to get set up and stuff. I had to pay for an account as you do with all Korean MMOs, and I also had to pay for a VPN because the game's currently region locked to Korea. I've been quite excited to try this game for a while. It's been on my radar, and as with most Korean games, I'm pretty sure it will probably come out in the West in about a year or two. So let's jump in and see if this is a game worth playing. So here we get to pick from one of two factions, the two-headed bird faction and the dragon faction. No idea what they're actually called because the English patch I'm using doesn't tell me. Let's be the two-headed bird faction. We've got four races: the Habitched, just your standard human; the Sylvan Elf, just your generic elf; the Lupus, which is just some kind of massive wolf man. He looks fucking badass. Very cool. And the Masku, which is, I'm not really too sure what it is. It looks like some little furry child. I don't know why Asian MMOs always do this. They have to have that one tiny race, which just kind of appeals to people that like cute things. And the one giant guy, the Lupus. I think I want to be a Lupus because they're quite interesting. Although they can only be 3 classes. Wait, is there any gender lock in this game? Female? Nice. Female, and female. Nice. No gender lock. That is rare for an Asian MMO. So currently in the beta, we've got 8 classes: the Guardian, the Berserker, the Assassin, the Ranger, the Mage, the Warlock, which isn't available yet, the Paladin, and the Mystic. All pretty self-explanatory. Nothing too crazy there. I think I want to be a female mage. But first, I want to check if the other faction has different races, because I forgot to check that. No, they don't. It's just different names. Okay, female mage, let's go. Okay, let's have a look at this character customization. Looks like we have plenty of sliders. I like this. I like this system where you can just grab parts of the face. Judging by the amount of presets, there's a lot of customization options. Camel toe! So we have some sliders to play around with here, with the height, the fat and muscle mass. So we can have her really thin and ripped if we want. Let's just have her normal. Skin shine. You can make her skin shine. Oh wow, these are all the hairstyles. There's fucking loads of options. There's a good 50 options for hairstyles. I like that. What is this hairstyle? She's got like some kind of bow in her hair. Interesting. Afro. Everyone loves an afro. You can fine-tune the eyebrow, eye, nose, mouth, ear, jaw, cheek. Change the pupil color so you can make them look terrifying. Pupil size, equally as terrifying. Let's just give her quite big eyes. Got some makeup presets here. Oh my god. The character customization's pretty insane. Well, that's nice. We can just drag the boobs around however we want. Let's, nice and perky, shall we? It doesn't look like you can make anything that's too much of a monstrosity in this game. They seem to have toned this back a little bit. Lots of Asian MMOs have started allowing you to change your eye lens. Oh wow, you can have different eye lenses in each eye. I like that. Oh what? You can have one eye colour different to the other? Dude! My lady's a witch. It would make sense for her to have different eyes. Lipstick? What the fuck's this? Lip gloss. I thought lipstick was lip gloss. What's the difference? So lip gloss makes your lips shiny. Okay, well I've just learned something about makeup today. Very hairy eyelashes, eyeliner. I'm learning a lot about makeup. Girls are gonna love this game because there's so many makeup options. Like, I didn't know that all of this makeup was a thing. Blusher. What is all of this makeup? How much makeup needs to exist? Highlighter? So makeup options in this game are fucking ridiculous. You have eyeshadow, eyeliner, eyelashes, lens, which isn't really makeup, lipstick, lip gloss, which I thought were basically the same thing. You have blusher, and you have highlighter. Wow. My girlfriend's gonna love this game. Face tattoo. Now that's what I'm talking about. Everyone needs a face tattoo. You can make her look like a skeleton woman. I think my favourite so far is this tattoo. A little bit of freckles. You can make her have just massive fucking scars all over her face. Rotation. Density. The scar even goes over the tattoo. So here we have wrinkles, so we can make our character look old. Crank all these up. What is that? She's went from kinda hot to not in a few seconds. Fuck it, let's just crank all of these slider options all the way up. All the way up. And see what she looks like. She doesn't look as ridiculous as I'd hoped. What the fuck is that, dude? Hello there, I've got a long neck. That is the most manly lady I've ever heard, and the pitch isn't even down. Okay, so here we have choice of targeting. You've got classic targeting, which I'm guessing is like tab targeting, and then free aiming mode, which I'm guessing is more of an action combat style. I'm definitely going to go with that one. Well, I just spent about half an hour on the character creation. It's nice to finally get to play the game now. Seems like a pretty good looking game so far. Whoa. Brutal as fuck, dude. First things first, key bindings. Crank all the graphics up. The movement feels pretty smooth. It seems as though you can sprint if you just double tap forward. You have some kind of dodge or defensive ability with shift. There's no option to resize any of the UI. Like, this is fucking huge. Is there any need to have this thing this big? It's a very good looking game. Certainly one of the better looking MMOs I've played. This was made in Unreal Engine 3, which is the same engine as Terra. But I have to say this game certainly looks a lot better than Terra. They've done a lot with Unreal Engine 3 here. Got some better pants here. There we go, now I'm classy. Yay, level 2. This was level 2. That translation. The running animation's quite believable. That's well done. It's very smooth transitions with the movement. Jumping and stuff feels fine. Quests here. Everything's been fairly self-explanatory so far. It's not too difficult to understand. And the quests are also displayed very clearly on the map. Also good. Visually, I really like this game so far. It's very high contrast and colourful, which I personally prefer in an MMO. It reminds me a lot of Black Desert in terms of art style, which isn't a bad thing. Oh fuck, we've pulled everyone. Teleport. Okay, that's better. Right, so now I'm in action combat mode. And now I can just click to use my abilities. Okay, that's miles better. So much better. Still not perfect, but it's better than the tab targeting. Level 3 now, and level 4. I think this quest trail could be a little bit more subtle. Having these giant shield things taking up half the screen, telling you where to go, is a little bit intrusive. Questing so far has been pretty linear. It'll be interesting to see if it opens up a bit later on. Kind of do expect a bit of a linear start to any MMO. Oh fuck, I've pulled half the zone. Not good! Definitely not good. I might die here. It's not looking too hot for me. No! Run! Come on, come on. Look at that health. I think I made it. I'm good. Oh my god. Alright, we got some new robes here. Let's see what this looks like. A little bit more appropriate for combat, I think. Fuck it, let's just climb this whole entire mountain. I'll be impressed if there's no invisible barriers. That will make me happy. Okay, this lady's fucking physics climbing up an angle like this. Okay, well, the fact that you can climb on top of mountains randomly like this does suggest a lot to me that this game is incredibly open world, which excites me a lot. I love open world games without lots of loading screens, so this is already a huge pro for me. All of this area over here looks like totally untextured. Let's explore. Let's see how far I can go. Fuck it, we can continue the main story later. It has entered a protected area. I'm going to assume I'm going to be teleported away soon. Whatever that translation just said. How far can I go? Jump here! Let's go all the way over here. There doesn't seem to be anything stopping me. I'm like in the middle of nowhere right now. Oh wow, there's a fucking ocean over there. Let's go to the ocean. Whoa, what's that thing over there? It looks like some kind of beehive. This game does seem to be entirely open world. It seems like you can probably get from there to there without a loading screen. And if that's true, then I'm very happy. No! Don't die, don't die, don't die. Jump here! Found a beautiful lake over here in the middle of nowhere. No monsters or anything. Pretty sure this area is probably not finished, but it's nice. that I can go here anyway. Can you swim in this game? That's the question. Can you swim underwater? The water looks beautiful. Jump here! You can swim underwater. Nice. The textures, even out here, aren't that bad at all, which is nice. Sometimes when you go out exploring in games like this, the textures get a little bit potato, but they haven't done that so far in this. So much more excited about this game now that I know there's no invisible barriers or anything, and you have this massive fucking world to explore. That's what I look for in an MMO. That is one of the most important things for me. There's another continent up here, it seems. So we need to get a bunch of bear meat, like in every MMO ever. Don't know what it is, but MMOs just have a thing with killing bears and harvesting their resources. Peter would not be happy. Now we want goat horns. Oh, I see. This thing here is my fire kind of attunement thing. And this is basically my secondary resource, which I build up from doing my fire spells. This here is my mana. I thought they were the opponent's health bars at first. I'm so grateful to the person that made an English patch for this game. What a legend. He's just made my life so much easier. Cool looking monster. Is this a little boss fight we have to do? And I'm level 5. Beautiful. It seems as though these things with the blue emblem are main quests, and the yellow ones are side quests. No complaints with optimization so far. It seems to be much better optimized than Terra, which uses the same game engine, so that's a relief. I'd say the combat's not quite as fun as Terra though, that's for sure. Okay, so this is something that you could find quite annoying with the combat. You'll target one person, and then if you switch targets during your cast, it will target the person you initially targeted when clicking on the ability at first. So that's something you need to bear in mind. Let's go. Another small complaint I have is monsters respawn a little bit too fast after killing them. Oh wow, that's a lot of XP, and we get some new gloves. And now we're level 6. No! That was fucking brutal. There's his hand. He has just lost his hand. Do we get to save him? Okay, looks like we got a little boss fight. I'm guessing this is the end of the intro experience. Yeah, definitely a boss fight. This guy hurts. He hits like a fucking truck. Die, dude. We got him. Yeah, the Griffin's gonna save us. How has he got his arm back? We get a horse? We get a fucking horse. Get to have a proper look at the world. It's a pretty beautiful game. Very good looking game. I can't wait to see what it looks like once it's finished. Now this is a capital city. It's fucking huge. Look at the scale of the place. Now I'm happy I get to explore this awesome world on a horse. This city is so fucking cool though. This is an NPC. Her head is in the floor. This game is in beta, so you do expect bugs like this. That's a pretty hilarious bug though. Oh, what? I just got... What? It kind of makes sense in this game that you can't just go up to the fucking king and say hello. I could be anyone. So the guards actually just attack you on sight. Resurrect this phantom. That's a cool looking mob. This mob is doing some fucking big damage on me. There you go, that's dead. 4k XP, that's level 7. So these little books here teach you abilities. It seems as though the buildings that appear in blue on the minimap are buildings that you can enter. We're like taming a pet. Apparently pets are a thing in this game. Not sure what they're used for, but they're a thing. Such a good looking world. I like the architecture on the buildings and stuff. Just the world design in general. Everything looks giant. There's a lot of players running around. There's animals and stuff in places. It feels like the world's alive. Are these people having sex? Nice. This maid's gonna walk in the room and have a threesome. She's having a good time. It's interesting, you don't really see a whole lot of nudity in MMOs. That's probably the most nudity I've ever seen in an MMO. This guy's got a fucking parrot as a pet. How? What level are you, and how have you got a parrot, friend? Why have I just got wings attached to me? What the fuck's just happened? Right, I want to get this parrot. How do I get a parrot? I have a slime pet, really? I think I just randomly went up to a slime pet and clicked on it. Now I have a slime pet. Slime pet, yeah! Isn't he cute? I wonder what I should name him. He looks like a Jeff to me. I'm gonna call him Jeff. Jeff the slime. We talk to you. You look sketchy as fuck. Is he sketchy? Okay. Not good. I wish Jeff would help me with these things. Jeff, you're useless, dude. We get a cat? No, we don't. That's for a quest. Now I look like much more of an official mage. Okay, I'm probably not going to get attacked this time. Wait.
Smoke weed every day.
Why? These guys are fucking dicks. They're like the police in America. Just fucking attack on sight. These guys have like blue circles around them, so I'm guessing you stay away from the blue circles. You do not talk to them. Get wrecked, guards. They're not really doing a very good job, are they? Let's be honest. If I was the king of this place, they would all get fired. Is that the woman he was sleeping with? I think it might be. This is what happens. You sleep with a lady and she just stabs you in the back. And we're level 9. Let's see what this new robe looks like, shall we? Oh, I like that. It's kind of plain, but I like that. So we crawl into this pipe and it takes us out. Okay, that was nice. I was expecting a loading screen there. Another flight path. Goodbye, city. Oh my god, my connection is so much better now. So it seems as though all you need is the VPN to launch the game. Once the game's actually in the process of being launched, you can disconnect from your VPN and get a much better connection. Go in here and there's like a fucking giant praying mantis type mob. Die, dude. So these here look like crafting buildings, and you go in and commission these people to craft things if you've got the items. So from what I can tell, it doesn't seem like you're the one that actually gathers things. What's this? A turbine? What? I just interacted with a turbine and it's teleported me here. Now we're doing some damage. Oh no, we're not. We just got fucked. GG. It doesn't feel like the traditional Korean MMO where you can just take on a fuck ton of monsters at once. Yay, level 10. So we talk to the kobold, say that someone's got their soul, and then they want to fight. Oh my god, the combat in this game needs so much work. It's so clunky. Yeah, I'm really not a huge fan of this combat. It's okay, but I wouldn't say it's good. And we're level 11. Very average, lackluster combat. Oh my god, we're getting fucked. I think we just pulled a boss. And we're dead. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Right now we need to pick up these dead bodies, transport it over here. I think I'm just going to do the main story quests because these side quests are a little bit dull. I want to fight one of these boss guys. I wonder if I can take him on. Oh, I don't think we can. We definitely cannot do that. This guy is fucking wrecking me. Run! Yeah, fuck that. Such static combat. Feels very, very static. Oh, nice. New robe. Lots of XP. And we're level 12. Now we're leveling up really quickly. I don't think I've got any recolors so far. All of the armor I've got has been unique. Nice. This looks like the Badlands in WoW. What is that? Look at that creepy fucker. Not sure if cute or terrifying. I think you can probably capture that as a pet. Alright, these guys are probably going to attack me. Yep. This is what I mean by the combat being so incredibly static. It just doesn't flow very well or feel fun. Abilities with 2-second cast times that can miss. The visuals on this spewing magma look really cool. Looks like we've got a cinematic here. He's going to turn it into a demon of some kind. Oh, fuck, I was right. He's turned him into a zombie. You just kind of stand there and attack. Dodge ability is not really necessary. Yay, new staff. Level 13. Blazing through these levels. We'll tame you. Go. Oh, shit, we actually tamed one. That's better. Look at him. Oh, this one's kind of cute. This monster looks more like a Leroy than anything. Let's call him Leroy. Look at this tree! And the bushes! What the fuck? It's like they're all having epileptic fits. Well, that was weird. Not sure if it was the wind causing that or something else. The questing is still very linear. If it's been linear for this long, it kind of leads me to believe that's how it's going to stay up until the rest of the game. Even though I'm in quite a dreary, poor area, the game still looks incredibly colourful and just everything in this game looks really nice. I think this is easily one of the best looking MMOs I've played. It's definitely up there with Black Desert and Moonlight Blade in terms of graphical fidelity. It's really impressive considering that this game was made in Unreal Engine 3, the same engine as Terra, and in my opinion it looks so much better graphically. All the textures are very nice. My class is not good at taking on more than one person at once. This is not good. Freeze! Yeah, fuck this, I'm dead. I feel like I picked a really shit class because as a mage, this woman has no mobility, which is really fucking surprising for a mage. The mobility is so bad. You just kind of have to stand there and get attacked because one of your main damage abilities is a 2-second cast time and the 2 instant casts are on such long cooldowns. I'm going to fight some of these people to show you just how bad the combat in this game is. So, I've got my 1 2-second cast spell which doesn't have a cooldown. I have a very weak instant cast spell which is bound to my left click. I have this teleport thing which I can use about twice before it runs out. And then I have 2 instant cast spells on very long cooldowns. My class feels pretty fucking terrible and has to tank a lot of damage from melee mobs. Why put so much effort into a game, make it completely open world, make it gorgeous, and do pretty much everything right and then fuck up the combat? It's so annoying to see a game which is so good but just held back because they fucked up one major thing, being the combat. How do you fuck up the combat? This does not feel like a fucking 2016 combat system. It feels like a fucking 2008 combat system. So bad. Guild Wars 2 has better combat than this game. Terra has better combat. Black Desert has better combat. Blade and Soul has better combat. Even Elder Scrolls Online has better combat than this fucking game. It's so disappointing because they've done everything else right. Like, who gives a fuck if the animations are all flashy and stuff when it feels so clunky and slow and awkward to use? Okay, rant over. I think I'm going to switch back to tab targeting because this targeting style really doesn't work. I feel like tab targeting is objectively better in this game than the free aiming mode. I feel like that was just something they tacked on for the hell of it. It really doesn't feel as though it was designed to work that way. I think you're definitely going to get the best results with tab targeting here. Whoa, 10,000 XP. That's like 2 levels, isn't it? I think it was. Level 15. That gave me 2 levels. Wow. I feel like I want to try another class. I'm rather bored of the mage already. Very boring class to play in this game. When you pick your faction, you can't actually make other characters on the opposite faction at all. Let's be a Lupus Berserker, because these guys look so damn cool. Yeah, George. I suppose here we'll find out if each race has the same starting area. Doesn't seem like they do. This seems different. So the fact that each race has its own starting experience really adds a lot more replayability to the game. It doesn't really matter that much that it's a little bit linear in terms of questing. Let's go with free aiming mode because I feel like the Berserker probably has a lot more cleave. And he's got this active dodge kind of ability. The dodge doesn't really work very well, though. You can't dodge side to side, you can only dodge forward, which is rather odd. Yeah, this is a much better class. You actually have cleave. The action combat makes a lot more sense with this guy. These people start in a totally different area of the world and have buildings with a much different architecture. It's quite cool. It adds a little bit more flavour to your race. Lots of cinematic. Oh, fuck. I actually need to fight this dude. So, as a berserk, we wear medium armor. The armor in this game looks really cool, even just your standard questing armor. Oh god, what is this thing? It's like a treant. That guy looks awesome. Kinda creepy. It'd be so cool if those guys were a playable race. 10 out of 10 would play. I find it so weird how much this game has tried to mix tab targeting and action combat together. Okay, looks like we've got to take on all of these dudes. Which is no problem, because my class just fucking cleaves everything down. Much better at taking on multiple mobs than the wizard. This is such a cozy and beautiful area of the game. It's your classic tribal kind of area. Still, the textures everywhere have been pretty damn good. I haven't found any really ugly textures yet, which just shows that the game has some pretty good graphical consistency. The music of this zone sounds really nice, very fitting as well. I think I'm going to that city place that I went to earlier now. It'll be interesting to see if the quests are exactly the same, and if that was the end of the starting experience. Be fine if it is. Fucking hell, we're in the clouds. That escalated quickly. It's really weird, you can just charge up your berserker power by doing a few flips. It doesn't really make much sense. Oh, fuck this quest, dude. They just respawn instantly. I don't really understand why each class has a dodge function. It doesn't do anything. Dodging does not fucking matter in this game whatsoever. So now we're going to come across the issue of playing a berserker. The berserker is meant to play with this kind of action combat targeting style, and all of his abilities have cleave. I need to gently pull one and move back. I obviously can't pull one at a time, so I'm going to have to take on a fuck ton of enemies at once. Obviously can't take on all of them because last time it got me killed. Like, what the fuck can I do here? It's not like I can dodge, because all dodge does is roll forward and generate a little bit of rage. I can't heal in combat because that doesn't seem to be a thing in this game. It's so fucking poorly thought out, this combat. I'm starting to come to the realization that no matter how good everything else in this game is, the combat is so fucking bad that it would just put me off playing the game. It could have amazing player housing, lots and lots of content. I love the open world and the graphics already. It's got pretty much everything else nailed, but because the combat is so bad, it drags down the game to the point where if this was released in the West, I wouldn't play it. That is how important combat is to an MMO, and the fact that they've fucked this up so badly to the point where this is one of the worst MMO combat systems I've ever experienced, that it's just dragged the whole game down. It's such a disappointment because I was really hyped to play this game. It looked so good in all of the trailers and stuff. I'm totally aware that I'm going to get a lot of people that will be angry at me in the comments for critiquing this game's combat because it's in beta. They'll say stuff like, oh, the game's going to be totally different when it's actually released. But the truth is, when a game usually goes into beta, it means the fundamental systems of the game are usually finished. Combat is a pretty fundamental system, and it's highly unlikely that it'll be changed because it will take a damn long time to fix. Because this combat system needs a complete overhaul to be any good. Right now, it's a total mess. Oh, this is cool. This class starts on top of some kind of flying thing. So now we've got to fight a boss beetle. I like that the assassin's dodge move is actually a lot more effective than the other classes. You can dodge away pretty quickly. Oh, fuck. Not good. Okay, you don't die from falling damage in this game, apparently. These people have an awesome starting area. This area is gorgeous. Look at that. It's such a shame about the combat because everything else about this game is really enjoyable and beautiful. That's why I'm so salty. Jump here! No! Alright, let's jump on this lava thing. This should kill me. Jump here! Okay, game, okay. Because fuck physics, molten rock is our friend. Oh shit, I've got like 28 minutes on my Hearthstone and I'm totally stuck. Oh, this is awkward. Okay, so initially I wanted to play this game for at least 10 hours, but I've played for about 6 hours at this point, and I don't really want to play anymore, which is kind of depressing. So as always in this series, we're going to talk about the pros and the cons, the good things and the bad things. Just bear in mind, this is entirely my own opinion, and first impressions is by no means a review. Incredibly, some people don't quite understand that. The game has stunning graphics and really pushes Unreal Engine 3 to its limits. I don't think I saw an ugly texture for the duration of my playtime, and I can definitely say this is one of the best looking MMOs in terms of graphical fidelity that I've ever played. Bless Online has one of the most vast and beautiful open worlds that I've seen in an MMO. There's no loading screens and it feels immersive and alive. The character creation is really detailed and there's more than enough options to give you a distinctive look. One thing that Korean MMOs never seem to fail with is the character customization. The music in the game works well and helps add to the immersion of zones. I was really surprised that each weapon and piece of armor I acquired had unique models. I've come to expect a lot of reskins from recent MMOs, but it was a nice surprise that this wasn't the case here. Each race has its own starting zone and questing experience. I feel like this is a really good idea due to the linear nature of the main quest line, and helps give you some insight into the race you're playing as well as some context as to why you're fighting. There's a lot of interesting cutscenes and voice acting throughout the main quest line. This makes you want to learn more about the story and the world you're in. So now let's talk about the cons. You can only have characters on one faction. Whilst this does give you a much stronger sense of faction pride, I can imagine it being really annoying if your friends are all playing on the opposite faction. There's not a lot of customization options for the user interface. This is one of those things that could easily change due to the game being in beta, but in its current state it still needs a lot more options. The combat system in Bless Online is terrible and doesn't work. They've tried to appeal to both fans of tab targeting and action combat, and they've failed at both. It feels clunky, awkward, and gets boring after about 5 minutes. The combat system alone is bad enough to totally kill my hype for this game, and I feel like the only way it can be fixed is if they started again with a more decisive choice of tab targeting or action combat, not both. Overall, I feel Bless Online is a game that does so many things right, but is criminally let down by its combat system that's poor by both tab targeting and action combat standards. I tried so hard to enjoy the combat in this game because I had no complaints with anything else, but I just couldn't. I hope to the bottom of my heart the developers realise how bad it is and put it through an overhaul, even if it means delaying the game, because I honestly believe that this is the thing that will dub Bless Online as just another average MMO, rather than the incredible MMO that I believe it has the potential to be. If anything, playing this game has shown me just how important it is for games to have fun combat and gameplay, because that's what you're going to be doing for 99% of the time. And if that sucks, then nothing else really matters. I'm sorry this game disappointed me, guys, but I know most of you prefer my honest opinion. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, then please do give it a like because it actually helps in ranking videos higher on YouTube. And if you've played Bless Online or have anything you want to say about it, then please leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed the video, you take it easy, and I'll see you again really soon. Did the shipwreck rape your mind of all sanity? No, Sada, it will be a pleasure to beat you to death, you son of a whore.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh my god, his voice acting's amazing.